He shared his resolution to find a significant other to love. Well, I think he might be hinting something, Amelia. Hi, everybody. This is Lady Sweetheart, and welcome back to the Black Widow Challenge. So, I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, for some reason, when I woke up today, I was kind of hoarse. I haven't been sick or anything. I've had some allergy stuff going on, but not any more than normal. So I'm not really sure why I'm losing my voice a little bit. So if you think that I sound different, that's the reason why. So it is actually the next day from where we had the party last episode. And I'm actually going to have Faith travel because she wants to meet up with her little group of friends and kind of fill them in on what happened last night. And also, I did get the Get Famous pack. I had a lot of hesitation, but when it came down to it, it was 50% off. And it's the only expansion pack that I don't have. So I just thought, let's go ahead and get it. I'm not really into the whole fame thing, but I just thought, let's just complete the collection. Faith is actually going to have her friends meet her out at Starbucks. So that's where they're going to be going. Okay, so the girls are all here. And we are going to have them go inside. I wanted Faith to take them to a cafe in Del Sol Valley because I figured that's Faith's kind of place. You know what I mean? Like, I could see Faith really caring about fame and wanting to be famous someday. So I just thought that made sense. Can she not sit here together? Sit together. There we go. I don't think she can order coffee for the group. I don't think. I can try. No, it doesn't look like she can. I really wish they would add that in. I know you can do that at a bar, but I wish you could do that like in the cafes as well. So Ashlyn is looking at her like she is not too happy. Ashlyn is sort of more of a frenemy to Faith. Like, they're friends, but just because they like to... I'm sorry, I got distracted. Look at this. Well, I mean, that's one way of doing it. But yeah, Ashlyn is I think I said before, she's kind of stuck up, and she and Faith both are kind of friends just because the other is sort of popular, and so they kind of use each other for their popularity. Whereas Isabella here is really more of a true friend to Faith. She is part of the clique, and she does basically what they want her to do. She's kind of a follower because she wants to be Faith's friend, but when it comes down to it, she actually does care about Faith as a friend. But with Ashlyn, it's really more like a frenemies type of situation. So I'm gonna have her initiate the conversation, just to talk about like what happened last night. We could have her boast about messing around. There we go. So basically, Isabella has asked Faith, like, what happened last night? Last I saw, you were flirting with Archer, so what ended up happening? And Faith's basically telling her, like, look, I woohooed with him. Like, we did everything. And upon hearing that, Ashlyn came back, like, what did you just say? Like, you, like, woohooed with somebody? And Faith is like, yeah, Archer Flex. And Isabella's like, I hope you were careful, Faith. Like, that wasn't smart. Excuse me, lady. You are not invited in this conversation. So basically, Faith told her they're having a private conversation and she needs to leave. Faith is the mean one of the group. Ashlyn is the snobby one of the group. But yeah, like, Ashlyn is like, why would you do that? Like, he has a girlfriend, right? You can tell Ashlyn doesn't approve. And Isabella's just kind of concerned. Like, I don't know if that was the smartest thing to do, Faith. Like, is he going to break up with Amelia? And of course, Faith smiles because that's, of course, her plan. She's hoping that's what's going to happen. And Ashlyn's like, that was just really dumb, Faith. Like, why would you do that? That's kind of skanky to woohoo with someone else's boyfriend. She's like, look, I really like him, and he's popular. He's older. Like, can you imagine how much more popular I would be if he would go out with me and break up with Amelia? And Ashlyn, she's just not feeling that. And Isabella's like, well, I hope everything ends up the way you want, Faith. And I think that Faith is just kind of talking about, like, the details of it. Because, teenagers would do that. And I think that's what they're doing. But Ashlyn, she's not very happy about this. She thinks it was kind of skanky, so she's leaving. But Isabella, she's just really concerned. She's like, please tell me, Faith, that you were careful. Like, now that Ashlyn's gone, you can just tell me. And she's like, well, I mean, I kind of didn't think about that, to be honest. So now that's kind of got Faith thinking like, oh, I mean, it was a nice time and I hope he's going to go out with me now, but maybe I should have been a little more careful. Actually, what I had Faith do, it's an interaction through Slice of Life. I had her do what's called a risky hookup. So there is definitely a chance that something could have happened with her hookup with Archer. So we're just going to have to see. But I think she's really thinking now about what Isabella told her. Like, I really hope that's not the case. And I really hope that, you know, Archer is going to break up with Amelia and go out with me instead. But I think it's time for her to go home. Okay, so Faith is back home. She seems to be over worrying about what happened, and I noticed she checked her phone. I think she's thinking, you know, is Archer going to get a hold of me? I think she's starting to get a little anxious because it's 3, almost 4 in the afternoon, and she hasn't heard from Archer today at all. So she's kind of getting a little worried about that. You know, she's kind of starting to think like maybe he just used me. Maybe, you know, he just hooked up with me. So now that Justin is home from work, I want Haven to take Justin out to dinner because we are going to work on her getting engaged to Justin. And I actually placed down this Del Sol Valley restaurant. And so I just thought that would be kind of a cool thing to do, is to come out here because, you know, I just got this pack. So, okay, so they are here and they got their table. I don't know why it's still showing Justin with a headache because I got him some medicine. But anyway, this is the restaurant. I think it's super cool looking. I mean, this definitely looks like a Fame type of restaurant to me. I wonder if we'll see any celebrities though. But yeah, I think that we need to order. Whoever made this did a really good job. And for once, Haven's not pregnant, so they can both have wine. So let's see how their relationship is right now. Right now, they are sweethearts. Their romance is actually maxed out. They just need to build their friendship up a little bit more. So why don't you ask him about his day? Be flattering. Express admiration. Do all these things to butter up to him, Haven. I'm kind of disappointed. I still don't see any celebrities. I mean, again, I'm not super into the Fame thing, but you'd think with Get Famous and going to Del Sol Valley that you would see a celebrity. I mean, it's just one of those things. So she learned about his job. That's good. Not sure why they're standing up, but is it just me though? Or does Haven just look like she fits right in this place? I mean, obviously Haven cares more about money than fame, but I think she wouldn't mind fame either, you know? So they finally got their food. Haven is going to put it on Instagram, or Simstagram, I should say. Hopefully taking him out for this nice meal will make him more amenable to accepting her proposal. They're still only sweethearts after all this talking. I guess Haven's charisma skill doesn't really help her build relationships faster, from what I can see. I mean, she's on a level 8, which is really pretty good. Compliment his outfit again. I'm just trying to find the charisma things, because I feel like with her having high charisma, that should help their relationship. Flatter him. Okay, they just became good friends. That's good. Now they're soulmates, which is really good. That's kind of what we would want. So I'm going to have them end their meal and see if they can go to one of the clubs here. I'm a little concerned that Justin doesn't feel good, but he is in a flirty mood, so that should help. I wonder if we should try to get in this, like, uppity lounge. I mean, we can try. Like, it might not work, but if it doesn't, we'll just go to the other one. All right, so they are here. Hey, there's Thorne Bailey. Now, I thought they usually had some kind of, like, bodyguard or something, but it doesn't look like they do. Like a bouncer? That's what I meant. I thought they usually have a bouncer here, but I don't see one. Oh, wait, is this the bouncer? Maybe this is the bouncer. So it's not giving me the option to try to, like, get in. Oh, wait, here comes Thorne, though. I wonder, you know what? I'm gonna have her attempt an introduction with him. Like, I don't even know if he'll accept it, but she does have a high charisma, so like, I don't know if that makes a difference. I wish she could do a romantic introduction because she could do the enchanting introduction, but I don't think she can do that. I'm gonna have her attempt an introduction and see what happens. Okay, Haven, that probably doesn't help. Oh, did it work? I think it worked. So maybe your charisma does make a difference. So she knows him now. Ask him about his interests. I mean, we could potentially have her make him a future victim. I mean, he's talking to her. They've got like a little bit of green. I mean, that's awesome. We're supposed to be getting engaged to Justin, but I'm too busy. Like, I just think, like, you know, he could potentially be a future victim, right? Like, what do you guys think? Will he let her take a picture of him? I don't even know. Oh, he doesn't want her to do that, but that's okay. So I'm actually going to have her, since they really can't get in here, and like, I don't see an option for either of them to ask to go in. Like, I'm just going to have her go to the other one because it doesn't give me the option to try to get in. So, okay, so now they're here. So Haven, let's get romantic with him. I mean, he's in a good mood. For now, like, they're both really tired though. So like, if we wait too long, it might not work. He's very flirty. Be enticing. It's a suggestive conversation now. Hopefully Justin will not be the first guy to turn her down. She's professing her undying love to him, which we all know is a lie. But, you know, a girl's got to do what she's got to do. Okay, now it's a steamy exchange. So Haven, go ahead and propose to Justin. Hopefully this will work. Yay, I think it's going to work, guys. Judging from the music, I've got to get a picture. Are you going to say yes, Justin? It looks like you said yes, guys. Yay. He's got a headache, but you know, hey, you should be happy that you're engaged. So I'm actually going to have them go home now because they're super exhausted. Samson's not doing so great. I think it's time to go home. Okay, so they're back home. Samson is dancing. Samson, why are you so cute? Samson, why are you so cute? You just break our hearts, Samson. You're just so adorable. So Angela's painting. It's really late at night. It's like 5:46 in the morning. Little Merlin came over to be by Angelo. I've noticed that Merlin seems to really like Angelo. Aside from Amara, Angelo seems to be the one that Merlin likes to follow around. So I don't know if cats feel some kind of affinity for vampires or if it's just because Angelo is such a sweet soul, but it definitely seems like Merlin really likes Angelo a lot. So guys, this just happened. Faith is pregnant. It didn't come up with a little notice or anything. It just all of a sudden popped up. Second trimester in 24 hours. She is officially pregnant. And yeah, we can kind of tell from that. So unfortunately for Faith, there is a consequence for what she decided to do with Archer. And I'm sure right now Faith is thinking like, what the heck am I going to do about this? You know, and she might also be thinking, well, maybe this would be a way to guarantee that Archer will break up with Amelia and become my boyfriend instead. And she's throwing up. Lovely, lovely Faith. I'm not sure what the risk % is for the risky hookup interaction that I had her do. it could be higher than the 10%. I'm not really sure. That's the first time I ever had a sim do the risky hookup thing through Slice of Life, and she ended up being pregnant. So it could be a very high risk. I don't know. But I did want her to do the risky hookup interaction because I thought that was realistic for where they were at and for how her and Archer were acting. You know, they were partying. They both were just thinking about wanting to hook up with each other and not really being very responsible. So that's why I selected that one. So Amara has brought Angelo out because she's like, look, I figured out how to do something really cool. And this is one of her witch abilities. This is one of her caster abilities. She's like, I can bring my dad out. Like, watch. Here he is. She's like, Angelo, I can call your dad out sometime too if you want me to. She's so excited because it worked. So Amara is coming over to talk to her dad. And he's like, how did you do that, Amara? And she's like, I don't know. I just know how to do some things. And sometimes I just know some things. The thing with Amara is she has always preferred her dad over her mom. When she was a baby, Victor was really the one who spent the most time with her and did the most with her. And she just kind of always, you know, bonded with him. And she just never really liked Haven. You know, she, as I said before, she just kind of got this bad vibe from her. You know, she just kind of has always gotten a bad feeling about Haven, but with her dad, she's just always felt close with him. Sure. Aww, this is so sweet. And Victor, for his part, you know, he kind of is a little suspicious, like, what is going on with my daughter? Like, how did she know I was awake the other night? How does she know how to call me forth? You know, there's something really special about Amara. And he had heard rumors that, you know, in his family tree that there were some powerful people that were reputed to be witches, but, you know, he never really bought it that much. But now he's really wondering. Okay, so it is now nighttime, and as you can see in the corner, it is New Year's Eve, and not to mention, I think that Haven would want to celebrate being a millionaire and throw this big party. So that's what we're going to be doing. So Haven is going to go ahead and throw a New Year's Eve party. And then we'll just have to do the dinner party another day. All right, so the party is thrown. All right, so it is 11:17 on New Year's Eve, and we're just now getting most of the people here at the party. It's not even everybody, and as you can see, the party's almost over. Like, I don't know why sometimes it takes so long to get everybody here, but it's really annoying the way that it does that. But yeah, I kind of thought, since this is to celebrate being millionaires, that this would be sort of a more ritzy type of party. So I dressed everybody a little bit more fancy than I normally would. This is what Haven is wearing. You know, pretty fancy for just a party, but I mean, she does look quite beautiful in it. Standing here in the bathroom of all places. Yeah, why are they all lined up in the bathroom here? It's Faith, Haven, and Justin. Why don't you guys, like, go and watch some New Year's Eve TV or something? And then Amelia just came, and she's looking awfully nice and dressed up as well. But I had Angelo go and watch the countdown with her, so she should be going. All right, so they're all watching the countdown. It's about to turn midnight. Oh, that's sweet. Haven went over and hugged Angelo. I wouldn't have expected that. I mean, now she has a crazed look in her eyes, but that was sweet. Man, everyone loves Angelo. Look at that. And then Justin's kissing Haven. Aw, and Amara's hugging Angelo. That's so sweet. She loves her big brother more than anybody. Well, and Merlin. Oh, and now Caleb's giving him a hug. Angelo, you're so loved. I mean, we love you too, but like in the game, you're so loved. Wow. But of course, Angelo and Amelia had to go and sneak off to their special little spot.
Cribs.
And he's asking her about her day, and he was sweet. And he hugged her.
Philibok?
And Amelia is kind of talking to Angelo about how she's kind of heard rumors that at the last party, Archer was cheating on her.
Abba, Barnoy. Charfin.
And Angelo's like, you know, you really should just get rid of him. Like, he doesn't treat you very well. And if he did cheat on you, that's just not okay. You really deserve better. And she's like, you know, you're right, I do. She's like, I think I'm going to go talk to him, and I'm probably going to end it with him. He shared his resolution to find a significant other to love. Well, I think he might be hinting something, Amelia. So Amelia's like, yeah, I just can't take this anymore with Archer. I just can't do it. Which, of course, makes Angelo super happy. And, of course, once again, Amelia is going to let Angelo drink her blood. Because that's just something that they do these days. So after hearing that Amelia is planning to break up with Archer, he decides that he's just going to just be out with it and reveal his crush on Amelia. So now he's going to tell Amelia, look, Amelia, I have loved you for a long time. And he's going to go ahead and kiss her. And guys, she took the kiss. And now he's asking if she'll come and look at the stars with him. So she agreed to watch the stars with him. But she's kind of cold, so Angelo figured he should cuddle her just to keep her warm. Oh, they are so sweet. So they're just looking at the stars together, and hopefully he's keeping her warm enough. I think that Amelia definitely needs to get rid of Archer now, but of course she doesn't know yet that Archer got Faith pregnant. I'm kind of thinking that that would definitely be a deal breaker. Oh, and Angela looks so happy. Something tells me Archer didn't do a lot of sweet things with her like this. Just a guess. There probably wasn't too much romance coming from him. Just a wild guess. Alright, so Angelo, you're going to have to stop that because the sun's about to come up. And we definitely don't want you burning in the sun. So Amelia decides to suddenly leave after that. And Angelo is down here doing a flirty painting. What's really sweet about this painting is, to me, it looks like it really could have been Amelia and Angelo when they were little. So maybe he's kind of expressing how he's basically loved her since they were kids. So it's the next morning, and Faith definitely is showing. So we're going to have to get a different outfit on her, because I don't think her everyday outfit with the little skirt and the little belly shirt is really going to cut it at this point. You know, remember, she hasn't told Haven yet. She actually hasn't told anybody yet. So she's going to try to hide it as much as she can. Okay, so as far as an outfit that hides Faith's belly, this was about the best I could come up with. I mean, I feel like that's pretty concealing. I mean, it does look like it could just be the shirt and the way that it comes out. I don't think she's going to be able to hide it much longer, obviously. And I feel like if someone was really paying attention, they would probably notice. But I feel like it does well enough to hide it. And it is the first day of spring, so, you know, to me this looks a little more springy than what she had on. So this is going to be a pregnancy outfit. Okay, so I'm actually going to have Faith invite Archer over so she can tell him the news. Okay, let's think of the irony of this. Amelia is sending Angelo a text saying, "Did you eat yet?" She knows what he eats, okay? I think she's fiending for a little more Angelo. That's what I think. Anyway, because, you know, of course, Faith is hoping that when Archer finds out that he's going to want to be with her. So, of course, she kisses him. I think she would want to come and talk about it in her room so that they would have a little bit of privacy. Okay, Archer, she's pregnant and she walked up here faster than you. I'm just saying. So Faith, of course, is going to share the big news with him.
Quimble Reginu.
She's like, yeah, I got pregnant. And he doesn't seem very happy. I mean, look at him. He's like, what am I going to do? Like, how did this even happen? Like, she is excited again because I think she thinks this is the way that she's going to get him to be her boyfriend. But if you look at his face, like, he does not look happy about this. Like, he doesn't. So Faith is asking him if he wants to feel the baby, and he's like, are you kidding me? Like, no. And Archer's basically telling her, like, he really doesn't want anything to do with this. Like, he's kind of laughing at her. You know, he's kind of like, no way, I don't want anything to do with having this baby. She's like, are you even serious? And he's like, yes, if you want this baby, you're going to have to do it on your own. He's like, I don't want any part of it. And she's like, well, what do you mean you want any part of it? Like, she's kind of getting mad. She's like, you are part of it, whether you want to be or not. And he's like, I'm not ready to be a dad. I'm sorry. And she's like, well, I'm not ready to be a mom, but I don't really have a choice now, do I? And he's like, look, I already told you I'm not going to be any part of this. She's like, well, you can let the door hit you in the butt on the way out because I'm having this baby and I guess you're just not going to be part of it. So there we have it. Poor Faith is left to deal with this on her own. Obviously, she next is going to need to turn to her mom because she's very close with Haven. However, I think she's a little scared because she knows that Haven's not exactly a baby person, but at this point, she really has no choice. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. I want you to let me know in the comments down below what you thought of today's episode. A lot obviously happened. And I want you to let me know, we did get Haven to meet Thorn Bailey. So if you think that he should be a future victim, definitely let me know. And I will see what I can do to get her in with him because I'm sure it's going to be a little harder since he's a celebrity. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. And I'll see you later, my little sweeties. Bye.